Hi everyone, I quickly want to talk about glues a little bit. Okay, so everybody knows that Tombow, the green Tombow, is absolutely, sorry, but there is just no comparison to any other adhesive in my opinion for this glue. The multifunction, the fact that it becomes repositionable, that it's permanent if you glue it. You can glue anything. You can glue metal, you can glue ribbon, you can glue paper, chipboard, anything with this in my opinion. Okay, for paper crafting. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of conversations about the Couture Creations glues, specifically these two. So I quickly just want to say that this is a fantastic glue, but as with anything you need to follow the instructions. So I have now had this glue for over a year. It's like seriously, maybe even more than that. I don't use it a lot because I love my Tombow, but I do have the fine tip applicator as recommended. I just keep that on there, and when I saw a discussion now, I took it out of the drawer. That is a stainless steel pin, so it is still fine. Some of these that you buy, unfortunately they start rusting, but this is a stainless steel pin, obviously. The glue still comes out, look at that, very easily, and you don't need loads of it. Okay, you only need a little bit to glue whatever you need to glue. Okay, so I want to just glue something with that, and as you can see, it's not warping the paper. This is lady pattern paper, so it was quite thin. I think scrap collections could be as thin as this, maybe a little bit thinner. Okay, but for good measure, I'm even going to do like a piece of typing paper. There you go. And I am going to adhere that. It's very wet outside here in Jeffreys Bay. We've had cloud and misting rain now for a week. That's just because there's a lot of glue there. Personally, apart from the warping there, but remember it's wet. This is 80-gram paper. I don't know even know if you can see it. I mean, it's fine. Okay, and then of course you have to put your pin back. Okay, there we go, pins back. Mine lies flat in a drawer. Then there's the Tombow tacky glue. So if you don't close, it has like a screw top. If you leave it open like that, whatever glue sits in there is going to become hard. You can just pull it out and it will work again. If you close it properly, do you see that white little thing there? That pushes through, which keeps your airway open, so to speak, like when you breathe. So to use the glue, you are going to screw that open. You are going to apply, not too much. You don't have to apply the whole bottle. This is to lady pattern paper. And you are simply going to adhere your pieces together. Now honestly, it's not wobbling, it's not warping. We can leave that there while I glue other things. Let's quickly see, this is like a cover of a paper pad. So if I put some glue there, I hope you can see how much I've got there, and I can adhere that. Okay, so tacky means that it just grabs, I think, a little quickly. I don't think tacky means that it's like Tombow. I don't really know what tacky means, because even Aileen's tacky glue is just like this. Okay, so it's definitely not warping that. I see some people said that the glue warps, and this is like an American Crafts Vicky Bouton. So let's guess this is about 200 grams. So I'm putting quite a bit on there, as you can see, which is way more than what you would need to glue paper. It's just paper, okay? And I don't see any warping. I think it's nice and even. So let's try this on typing paper. You don't need more than this. Like this is way enough. But I would like to point out that this is a blob of glue. And if you are working on like a very thin piece of paper, of course it will come through. But if you flatten that, I mean, I honestly don't see any warping where the glue is. So, but I mean, I'm not going to glue typing paper with this. Even with Tombow, sometimes if you leave this to become tacky, you can see the ridges on thin photo paper. So, yeah, I would leave this to dry. You can see there that the adhesive, as it is penetrating the paper, there's a little bit of wobbling, but this is just typing paper. I want to see what's happening to this. Nothing. There's no warping on the proper scrapbook paper. There's no warping there. There is really like no warping there. And this, after however many long, I mean, look at that. That is glued. So that is, I can pull it off, but I mean, who's going to do that to a scrapbook page? So anyway, guys, I really think this is a fantastic glue, but you have to follow the instructions by using this fine tip applicator with its little needle thingy, or this, what is that, like a pin, and just close this glue when you're done. Okay, anyway, these glues are fantastic, but yes, Tombow is still my favorite.